What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another War Thunder video. If my voice sounds a little deeper than normal, it's because it's early in the morning. I just woke up and I'm trying to get a video out early on. Now, in today's video, we're taking out the Type 74. This is a Japanese medium tank, which comes just before the Type 90 in the tech tree. It's a solid tank, and I would recommend putting a talisman on this if you intend to eventually get the Type 90. I unfortunately do not have a talisman on mine. It's one of those things that I wish I had bought when Gaijin had their anniversary sale where talismans were 50% off. But I'm gonna have to wait until the holiday sales and pick up a talisman then. But in the meantime, we're having some fun with the Type 74 on a battle on the old Sinai map. This is the small version of Sinai. And we're going to see some really good teamwork on this map. You know how you have those maps, or those matches, where you swear that this team just does not function properly? This is polar opposite of that. We're going to see quality teamwork, at least from the group that is with me. And even some interesting sacrifices along the way. My intent was to come over to these rocks and snipe down towards the A cap. However, it becomes pretty clear that I'm not the only one with this plan. It's this Leopard A1 has the exact same plan. Try to peek around the corner. There's one over there. Someone's popped smoke. We got a guy over here sniping towards Bravo. Can't quite see what's over there due to my rather... Whoa, that was close. Now I decide, you know what? This isn't working. I don't want to be in this guy's way, so I pop smoke and head down to the A cap and try to secure that cap and start the ticket bleed. And I see a tank over here to my front right. It's an Object 906. He's parked behind a small building. I don't know what you would call that. It's not really big enough to be a church. Thankfully we can shoot through the building. It doesn't mean we can actually do any damage, because I only grazed him that one and missed him the second shot. But he's pushed out very aggressively, and I'm not really sure what you were thinking, my friend. Push up, and there's another one that comes out of the woodwork, a T-55 AM. So we're up against the Russians. And it's going to become clear we're also up against the Americans, because there are XM1s on the enemy team. Those are a dangerous tank. Another tank pops up. It's another T-55. Managed to clip him. And this is a lot more action than I anticipated coming down here to A. I tend to anticipate more people going to the other cap, and here comes the XM1. A bad shot. Take out his engine, take out his loader. He returns fire, takes out my turret breach as well as the horizontal drive. Mark the map, and hoping my teammates will lend some supporting fire from up top, because they've done a terrific job so far. But now they're kind of, I don't know if they're scared of him or just what. But if you notice on the minimap, I've got a small friendly approaching me from behind. It's a little Puma truck. Now, is he going to be brave enough and take the shot? Yes! Now push, Jim, push. He sacrificed himself for the team. We take out the XM1. What a noble sacrifice, that poor Puma player. Thank you, my friend. We get in here, and we replace the crew member just in time to get smacked by another enemy tank. Now, I wish that there was a way to cancel the crew replenishment option. Kick that guy out of the tank, because I want full mobility of my tank. Unfortunately, you're stuck in this position. But my allies are laying down some fire. There's the third T-55 AM that came over here and died. Meanwhile, behind me on the ridge, my teammates are coming under fire from an Object 906. I try to get over here and lend them some support, but not quite in time. Thankfully, the Blackout Panzer is able to save the Leopard from being killed. The Type 74's mobility is the only thing that I dislike about it. the extreme level of zoom that you have with the optics is potentially one other thing to dislike about it, because on urban maps it could be too much. You could kind of lose focus on whatever you're trying to target. But for the most part, I really like this tank. I wish I had a little bit more power in the engine department, and that's it. Because it doesn't quite keep up with the A1A1, and it certainly doesn't keep up with the XM1, which is what we're facing on the enemy team. Thankfully, it's not just XM1s on the enemy team, it's also quite a few, come on, where's the gun? There we go. It's also a lot of Soviet vehicles, and Soviet vehicles tend to be kind of average in terms of their mobility. They're nowhere near as mobile as the XM1. The XM1 is one of those vehicles that I probably need to play again. I don't think I've played it on the channel since it was initially introduced and on the dev server, so I don't think we've had a proper game featured on the channel. I may have to look into that one of these days. After all, I'm playing quite a bit of high tier lately. You see something, buddy? The light pans are backed up. There we go, we got something coming around. You got a shot on him? Missed his rocket. I take my shot, get his gunner, commander, and track, and Big Light Panzer finishes him off. You see, just excellent teamwork all around. This little group of players is just really working well together, which is pretty rare for people who are not on comms, you know. It's one of the things I like about playing with someone on comms is you have that option to play right next to one another, take turns peeking out, so someone's always got a shell in the chamber ready to go. Now on small Sinai, I've talked about this in the past. I really like this map, but there is a point to where it just doesn't work at high tier, and part of that is because of the size. It's so small, relatively speaking, that it doesn't allow people to get out of the spawn and into the battle. After you cap the A, B, or C, whichever third of the map you're on, where do you go other than the spawn, right? And I don't know that it really helped. I don't know that the problem was really helped by the fact that the spawn point system has changed in recent. Well, it was changed several months ago, but you tend to get a lot of spawns, 2, 3, 4 spawns, even if you don't get a kill. Sometimes it just depends on what kind of vehicle you're taking out, and it just end up in kind of wipeouts in matches like this. As I approached the Light Panzer, I just happened to see this guy, and I don't think I would have been able to ping the map and for him to see it in time. I think he was dead no matter what. The Falcon was really quick on his trigger finger, and I don't think I could have saved that poor guy. Leopard's pushing his spawn. And here we go, we got a Vickers MBT. Just a little bit high. Don't do it, Leopard. Oh, man. I probably should have pinged the map, but I don't know if that would have saved him. Take out the driver loader on the Vickers, and now the Vickers is done for, because once you lose your loader, you lose the one advantage you have in that vehicle. Because you sure as heck don't have any armor in that vehicle against anything, and certainly not enough armor to deal with APFSDS. So that would be my final kill in the Type 74. All in all, a good battle, but more than anything, this was a really good match of teamwork. I had earlier matches today in a number of vehicles, so it wasn't just one nation, and there was just no teamwork. It was just like literally a bunch of individuals playing their own little game. And so to have a battle like this, it really stands out, in my opinion, as a good sign. So with 7 kills on the board and a premium account, I bring in just a hair under 5,700 in vehicle research and just over 40,000 in Silver Lions. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, click that thumbs up button, and of course, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Take care guys.